Cultural Differences Essay. Essay on Cultural Differences for Students and Children in English. The many separate social orders that arose far and wide vary notably from one another, and a significant number of these differences continue right up till the present time. The clearer cultural differences that exist between individuals are language, dress, and customs. There are likewise considerable varieties in the manner in which social orders coordinate themselves. For example, in their common origination of ethical quality, strict conviction, and in the ways they associate with their current circumstance. Cultural variety can be viewed as comparable to biodiversity. Cultural differences may influence both the worry that customers experience, just as the correspondence styles and appraisal and intercession strategies will be fruitful. An individualized appraisal expects regard for cultural differences that might be identified with issues and reasonable goals. Culturally, delicate practice requires information on the estimations of various gatherings and their chronicled insight, and how these differences may impact conduct, inspiration, and perspective on the helping cycle. Diverse communities may favor distinctive critical thinking styles and have multiple convictions about the reasons for issues. This may impact the dropout rate, level of pressure, mentality toward clinicians, and the cycle and objectives that are fitting. Information on difficulties confronted and favored correspondence styles of individuals of various ages will be helpful. Each race includes a considerable number of various ethnic gatherings. An ethnic community alludes to individuals who are formally identified through qualities such as culture, language, and religion. There are numerous ethnic gatherings in the United States, to a great extent because of its worker populace. Every one of these gatherings adds to America's cultural legacy, from African Americans to Russian Americans. The United States is one of the most various countries as far as culture. Culture is the focal point where we assess everything around us. We determine appropriate or ill advised, ordinary or eccentric through our way of life. Suppose we are submerged in a not familiar culture of our own. In that case, we may encounter a culture stun and become muddled when we come into contact with an elementary level distinctive culture. Individuals typically utilize their way of life as the norm to pass judgment on different societies. Notwithstanding, condemning could arrive at a level where individuals start to victimize others whose methods of being are unique from their own. We will see in general dread what we don't comprehend. Cultural variety is significant because our nation, working environments, and schools progressively comprise different cultural, racial, and ethnic gatherings. We can gain from each other, yet we should have a degree of comprehension of one another to encourage coordinated effort and participation. Finding out about different societies causes us to comprehend alternate points of view inside the world in which we live and disperses antagonistic generalizations and individual inclinations about various gatherings. Likewise, cultural variety causes us to perceive and regard methods of being that are not our own. As we connect with others, we can assemble extensions to trust, regard, and comprehension across societies. Besides, this variety makes our nation an additionally fascinating spot to live. As individuals from various cultures contribute language abilities, better approaches to deduction, new information, and multiple encounters.